Hey guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Kilo 141, a gun that has undoubtedly been one of the best in this game for quite some time. For people that are new to the channel, hang around for a little bit. Today we're going to be talking about Hardpoint and some tips and tricks on how to play it pretty successfully and maybe get a few more wins under your belt. Alright, Hardpoint standoff. My immediate thing that always occurs to me is I want to get this sort of mid-map control, so I want to be able to look at my couple of vantage points. I want to look at Tractor and I also want to look at top blue right now. So two vulnerable points where people can kind of push up. I see this guy right here, push up to Fountain. I'm able to get him, I get flash real quick. One thing that I make a mistake on right here, just so that you catch it, is I should have checked my power position, top blue. Somebody is always holding that when you're playing this map. So quickly go back into a rotation, end up pushing to the bottom. I have a feeling that they're going to be pushing on this left side right now because they're at blue spawns, blue side. So you want a deli. Deli's one of those connective points. I go to bottom side of Granny's right now just to be able to look and see. So basically what I'm doing is I'm looking at my teammates' positioning on the map and I'm finding a vulnerability in our defensive hold right now. Able to pick off these guys. I see one was able to sneak over here, pick him off as well. Grab that, I hold the remainder of this point to the best of my ability. Able to get this guy, and then I'm flash, and I think I killed right here. Yep, taken down by this sniper. He was giving me a bit of a hard time. He was playing really smart on a couple different off angles, but I was able to neutralize and pick this guy off. L-wall's another vulnerability. Somebody will play over there on this hill, and then also on P4 as well to try to basically choke your rotation. So I push up in toward this. I'm looking at this mid vantage point right now because I know that they are spawning over at boxes. Bit of an unfortunate 2v1. So I end up spawning at boxes. I know that they're either spawning gas right now, or meaning gas side like back alley, or they are actually spawning secret, which is right behind the hill. That ends up happening basically when you have your team either being in one of the spawns or spawning in one of the other locations. That means you're in two of the spawns and then there's only one other place that they can safely spawn. So I push up in toward Fountain right now. See this guy. One thing I should have done right here is I should have checked my right. I didn't get him. He ended up getting me. So they were spawning boxes. I should have caught that. So I see this guy on bottom blue right now. I take him down. So I'm just trying to get control of this hill, but I don't check my flank. I have somebody come up behind me, but luckily my team's pushing up with me, so they're going to be able to get control of this area for the most part. Lethal up there real quick. I'm able to push up in the bottom. I pop my Fury, so this is a really good instance where it's like when using with intent. Very surprised I didn't get that kill, but that Molotov killed this bull, so that was okay. Alright, so I'm pushing. I unfortunately get predded. This guy's on a little bit of a streak. He was doing pretty well, at least in the beginning of this game, until tides kind of turned a little bit. So I go right into that mid. So I'm looking for information. I pick off that sniper, check my deli. I'm checking the hop up because on this hill, that is the tertiary spawn, is that alley spawn right there. I grab him as well. So right now, I'm just collecting myself. A little bit of a tough go in the first half. Grab him. So I'm choking this little rotational spot right here. People will often use this rotational route right here because what can end up happening is if they push that deep blue and there's a teammate right there, you can see him on my perspective teammate. What can end up happening is if they push that, then basically you can have two spawns trapping them in that deep, so that deep blue. Meaning alley and Tractor to my left trap them deep blue. So I'm checking my areas as I go. Check my fag. You notice I pre-fire that because I'm already thinking about where they might be after finishing my gunfight. I put this here. Unfortunately, I get shot in the back. It is what it is. Kind of a competitive game. I sit here. So I'm playing this. I'm just basically ruling out that they're spawning over here right now. That Tractor spawn, that's the place they can come from. So I know that they're coming from gas. Once I get an inclination that they're coming from the gas side, see, I see my teammate spawn there. Do one more check. Yeah, I had a feeling it was coming up through the mid. I think I sounded him. Pick off one, I get split damage on the other, so I'm anticipating one of my teammates to follow me up. I don't think they do, however. Check my mid, quickly get one, back off of that kill. So if you get one, get a little bit of damage on that guy, and play your life. You're more important alive. So right now I'm just trying to put a little bit of damage inside of this hill. End up getting some split damage off of him, take him down with my teammates' help, finish this guy off, and oh, look who it is. Comes right out for me, but I am able to kill him. quickly go for the P1 rotation. I'll notice I choose L wall. I don't want to be caught in the mid. I hug this wall. I don't want to get caught outright, so I push into the hill. Again, I'm popping my op to be able to either hold the initial of a hill and spawn them out, or I'm using it to basically win a game. So I stay here and I sound for a little bit, play patient. I catch this guy right here. So I want to push their spawn with this. Basically, I'm just trying to buy my team a little bit of time uncontested. So if I go and I flip that spawn and I know that I have a teammate over there to be able to receive them, basically they can get spawned over there and my teammate will get a few free kills without even talking to them about it. So I spawn out. I end up spawning gas side right now. I'm starting to think about what's going to happen over here. I know I want to push ult, so I set up that sentry right there to choke any sort of rotation. That's going to basically control that gas. I push bottom grannies and look for a couple residual picks. Come into the hill. Starting to think order of operations. I know I want to check my deli, find one deli. I'm going to check my top blue, and then I'm going to check my heady over here. Unfortunately, I'm taken down by an Annie in mid. Spawn over here right now, so I got my sentry gun set up right here. I'm going to play passive on this box for a second. Look to see if they rotate. I grab one right here. I go to push in the hill, and unfortunately, this man, he just decides he's going to come give me a gun with an annihilator, but that's okay. So, kind of struggle on this hill a little bit. But I mean, I take this guy down. My teammates are unfortunately struggling to win some of these gunnies, as well as myself. Really nice skill right there. I have to give it to him with the high mobility on his weapon. You know, ARs are not necessarily best suited for this style of gameplay, but, you know, I'm a flex and was flexing with this weapon. So I'm taken down right here as well. So right now I'm starting to think like, okay, I don't necessarily need this hill, but I have to contest it. So I push up, I look at the timestamp, I take him down, I push in, I'm able to grab these two. This is an unfortunate thing. I should have reloaded because I would have had this guy as well, but yeah, I was a little bit frazzled from that flash. So I spawn, okay? I think for a second, I'm like, you know what? I need to choke this rotation. I grab him right here. I'm not getting any immediate information, so in my head, I'm like, okay, well, they might be cutting through the mid. Find this guy right here. And to turn around to immediately push up into the hill, I want to stack to get this win real quick. I don't want to put it up to chance, and we get the win. So this was a really good game, and it definitely had its moments. So we ended up dropping 45 in that one, but more importantly, we were able to really be there in a large capacity to help out the team. And I think I outlined pretty well some of the ideas that may be beneficial for some of these search and destroy mains to incorporate a little more frequently, just so that, you know, you feel a little more balanced at times. You guys could do me a solid and like this video. It would mean a lot to me. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comment section, and also send me some of those clips, guys. It's WitsYT on Discord. I'd like to start up this competition so that we can see who's going to win that battle pass at 1,000 subs. Thanks again, guys. Have a good day.